When you want to go from the minors to the major leagues in fantasy football, you got to do an auction draft.
10 minutes into the draft, and boom, it's over.
How can someone make that big of a mistake and still come back to win it all? Legendary.
If there was going to be a way that he was going to win the league, it was going to be like this.
Man, I didn't lose to him. I lost to his mistake. An $117 mistake.
It's 2018. It's our 7th season in the league, but this was all new to us.
Baker said we were switching up to an auction draft and just kind of like spice it up, and I was excited.
Can you explain the difference between a snake draft and an auction draft for us?
No, I cannot.
Everyone made their budgets. Everyone did their research.
And by the end of the first pick,
You see, it's a game of patience. Let the suckers blow their money on 2 players. Me, I'm coming for the championship.
Money's flying, everyone's getting settled, and then it happens.
What a fucking idiot.
Mark DiStefano. To hear him tell the story wouldn't do it justice. He'd tell you he's a genius and it was all calculated. But his finger slipped. Who the heck spends $117 on their second pick?
that man's a genius. That shit was calculated.
This season should have been over on draft night.
But that was just the beginning.
Did you have a bad draft? Do you feel like you're one player away from winning that championship? Well, come on down to Matt the Madman Mancuso's Trade Emporium and get the player you need. Good trade history, bad trade history,
No trade history.
I get you what you want. Ask for the Madman.
Matt the Madman Mancuso's Madman Trade Emporium is not responsible for any occurrences that happen to a player once a transaction is complete. This includes, but is not limited to, injury, suspension, change of team, change of role, getting cut, or moral conflict. Matt the Madman Mancuso does not care if a trade fucks you over later in the season. Also, no takesies backsies.
So week 1 comes. We've been roasting him in the group chat non-stop. And then the big upset happens.
He only beat Steve Bryden. Anyone can beat Steve Bryden.
My guy is terrible.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 12 times, they don't got a saying for that.
The only person he didn't beat was Padilla. He was the only one who could stop him from winning it all.
Sure, he beat everybody. But I ain't everybody. He ain't going undefeated in my league.
Flawless victory.
The only league he had ever won was when it was myself, Matt, Mark, and Leo. It was a 4-person league. Yahoo, when he won, didn't even award him a virtual trophy because the league was too small to qualify.
So now it's week 1 of the playoffs, and that's when it happens. Mark's team shits the bed.
Of course, it didn't matter. He had a bye week. Not many people know this, but he came to me week 3. So I had to give him an offer. He couldn't refuse.
He probably should have lost in the semifinals too, but this man has the devil's luck.
He goes up against a guy whose starting QB gets hurt.
It was just one of those things you never thought would come around.
Man, it should have been me. It was my year. I did everything right. He did everything wrong. Look, man, why are we even talking about this story? I told you, it should have been over. It's done. Let me get out of here, man. They're bothering me, man. I told this story a million times. It was my game to lose.
Had Padilla won, he would have lost a lot of people a lot of money. A lot of people. It's a good thing he didn't win.
What's not to like about fantasy football? It's the greatest sport on earth, really. It's so fun and full of skip. Oh, American football. Fantasy American football, trash, bruv. That shit is garbage. Anyone can win. I've known Mark longer than anybody in the league. Anybody. He's always been trash. He's never been a winner, bruv. Never. Never. Going up against Mark in the semi-finals might as well be a second bar week for you, bruv. Like, Bob's your uncle, you're on your way to a title, a straight championship. It's like seeing a nice pang-ass chicken wing, bruv. Just eat that shit up. I'm gonna give you my top 5, Leo's top 5 trash managers. Number 1, Jess. Girl is trash. Why is she still in our league, bruv? I've been asking Mulcahy to get her out the league for years, bruv. Years. She's trash. And she has the audacity to come at me. I'm in the playoffs every year. She never there. Never. Not once. Not once in it. Come on, bruv. Number 2, Jess. Number 3, Jess. Number 4, Jess. Number 5, Jess. She trash, bro. Get her out.